The polls in New York have opened as people vote for who they want to be the next mayor. It's being labelled as a contentious election because the US president has openly voiced his opposition to the Democratic Socialist nominee Zohran Mamdani, who is favoured to win. James Matthews reports.
And Mamdani has been leading in the polls throughout, but Cuomo, a man who faced accusations of sexual harassment. That's why he had to step down as governor of New York State. A guy who, has risen again, but doesn't look, Matt, like he will rise far enough to meet Mamdani. Very much the front runner, the 34-year-old Mamdani, the man who came from nowhere, really, and in the space of just a few months, he is lined up now to be the first Muslim mayor of New York City. The polls will close tonight at 9 p.m. in a few hours' time, and we should get that result fairly soon after. Controversial in many ways, his opponents brand him as anti-Semitic, accusations which he absolutely rejects, but it is certain that this is a man who has electrified New York politics and indeed Democrat politics beyond that. Bear in mind, the Democratic Party is one struggling to find a strategy to take on Donald Trump, and here we have a man who has connected very much with the youth vote, and many of his supporters see him as offering a template for taking on Trump with a view to the midterms next year and, of course, the 2028 election.
Donald Trump ran a presidential campaign with the promise of cheaper groceries. Donald Trump ran a presidential campaign committing to lowering the cost of living. What our success will show is that it is not enough to diagnose the despair in working-class Americans' lives. You have to actually deliver on the agenda. And that is what we intend to do each and every day while we are in Hall.
It's a big night, an election here, but also elections across the country. Governors are being decided in Virginia and in New Jersey. There is a redistricting vote in California. Gavin Newsom rising in prominence yet more. So much going on here.